Wow, is it hot or what?
What's up guys, my name is Double Z and welcome to another gameplay of 60 seconds. Today we're gonna be doing survival, so let's just get to it. New game. Yeah, we have apocalypse, scavenge and survival. Let's go with survival. Experience a one-of-a-kind post-apocalyptic adventure. Survive in the fallout shelter with randomly selected supplies. Okay, so we have Little Boy, Fat Man and Sar Bomba. I'm guessing this is where you select your difficulty, so let's go with normal. Okay, day 1. We have 4 family members, Timmy, Mary Jane, Ted and Dolores. And we have some pretty good stuff. We have a flashlight, radio, a shotgun, bug spray, I wonder what that's for, gas mask, padlock. Okay, let's see what we got. Day 1, all of us made it to the shelter just a second before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk on cans. Some of us already do. Okay, there's plenty of water as well. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Time to ration supplies. As always, we're gonna try to save up as much as possible, so first day, no food, no water. It's hard being down here, living here. We need to make the best of it, or else we might find ourselves in even more trouble. Okay, that was a pretty easy day 1. Okay, so we have these checkers. I guess that's a game we can play to kill some free time. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this, no sunshine, no sky. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation, Tim is being very brave. Today was relatively calm for Dolores, there isn't much going on with Ted. Okay, let's give all of them soup this time. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna switch between no food, all soup and all water. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? I feel like we don't really need supplies right now, so let's just hold off this expedition. We've been smelling something funny in the shelter ever since we woke up. Sure enough, there was something or someone started a fire. What do we save from the flames? Uh-oh. I think we're gonna need the radio more because I feel like communicating with the government is more helpful than healing yourself, I guess. Yeah, let's pick the radio. Day 3, that was close. We were able to put out the fire and nothing seems to be damaged, at least not very badly. Okay, but we lost the first aid kit, so we should get Mary Jane something to drink. Timmy as well. Water for Dolores, and Ted needs to drink as well. Okay, so I think my plan of switching between soup and drink every now and then is gonna work. Yeah, we're gonna skip the expedition today as well. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. No one wants to speak to each other. Let's just hope this won't last long. Uh-oh, that's never good. I mean, I guess an argument is okay, but I don't want them to, like, hate each other down there. Day 4, and these guys look amazing. We're done fighting, but for how long? Nothing much bothering Jane, Tim is good, Dolores is good, and Ted is doing alright. No expedition yet. We are not alone. There's a huge hairy bunny beast that seems to be hiding in one of the pipes. Uh-oh. We can't let it be in here when we sleep. Okay, I feel like we should deal with this problem right away, cause if we don't, it's gonna get a lot worse. So yeah, let's use the shotgun. Uh-oh, the shotgun's gone. How did we manage to damage the rifle just by using it once? What the hell, man? And this freaking bug. Oh my god. Our cans are saved. Too bad for the hairy mutant. And our gun blew up when we tried to shoot the thing. Come on, man. How can it blow up? Okay, at least everyone's doing fine. No problems with Ted. Okay. Yeah, everyone's okay. Time to ration supplies. I guess we give him food this time. No expedition yet, of course. We thought it'd be a great idea to have some role-playing fun and create our own shelter theater group. We called it the Thunderdome. Hey, that's pretty cool. We spent the rest of the day trying to write a script for our performance. I guess you get bored down there pretty fast, huh? That's a pretty cool idea. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. And everyone needs water. Okay, that's fine. We give him water this time. We are still gonna skip the expedition. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse, using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride a horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical soup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. We don't even have a map, so we can't really help them. Although we tried to decline politely, the guests were clearly offended. They galloped away, waving their wooden swords and screaming something about cutting down shrubberies. Absolutely crazy. Tim is very brave, Mary Jane's fine. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today and Ted is fine. Since they're fine, we're not gonna give them food. That's the definition of survival, I guess. We've been busy since we got to the shelter, but there is still much to be done, like trimming that shrubbery in our yard. That's definitely something we want to do when we get out of here. The drawings on these pages are pretty cute. Day 8. We can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. And everyone seems to be doing fine. Again, since they're fine, I'm not gonna be giving them food. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop. Yet, here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go to answer it? I think we should definitely go answer it. And let's send Timmy. I feel like Timmy is the fastest one out of those 4. And looks like he's back already. Let's see what we got. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as survivors from a nearby town of Hillary Valley. We had started exchanging information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. Mary Jane, Dolores, Ted are thirsty, so let's give them all water. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. Yeah, let's definitely try that. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news! The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy is okay, Dolores is quite calm, and Ted is okay. So let's keep the supplies. I feel like we should do the expedition now since they said it's more safe to go outside. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. We still haven't, but we saw one that was nearly as big as a cat. The good news is we're probably scared of any rats in the area. The bad news is they are huge and will probably attack us when they get a chance. So that's what the bug spray is for. Let's use it right away and deal with the problem. That was close. A nest of those glowing bugs might have been more than enough to drive us out into the wasteland. Roaches are the worst, but radioactive roaches, yikes. Okay, but we lost the bug spray. That's fine, I guess. Everyone seems to be doing alright, but let's give him food this time. Let's stick to the schedule. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right person to go outside. I feel like it should be Ted. It's the first expedition and he's the oldest and the strongest one in this family. And let's give him a gas mask since I feel like it's pretty dangerous to go without it outside. Day 12 and Ted is gone. We have like 3 more cans of soup and some water. Mary Jane's thirsty. Everyone's basically thirsty. Except Ted, well, he's outside. Yeah, let's give him water, even though we're running low on water. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be a good idea to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in this situation. Blah blah blah. Timmy had comics about these, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. I'm always down to use the radio, so I don't know why they even ask these questions. We knew it, the government has not fallen and they're coming to save us. They didn't give us exact dates in their radio transmission, but we're sure they won't keep us waiting long. They said that we'll be in touch in a couple of days and told us to wait for further instructions. Mary Jane is fine, Timmy is doing alright, and Dolores is fine as well. Let's skip the supplies. We thought it'd be a great idea to have some role-playing. Okay, we already saw this, that's fine with me. We played Truth or Dare, when it turned out we only kept asking questions and the most common was, are you going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. Well, that's their problem, they should have came up with better questions, I guess. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from outside our door. We weren't sure who claimed to be representing freedom, but we could hear a group of people probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open? Man, you already know the answer, never open the door that easy. We stayed silent until the group on the other side of the door went away. They didn't show up afterward, so we figured it was the wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back in greater numbers. Mary Jane, Timmy and Dolores want water. Okay, but let's hope Timmy brings back some water and soup hopefully, because we are running low. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in our shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from the retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway and we need them more, right? Should we do it? Yeah, I feel like they're old, right? What could go wrong? Yeah, let's do it. It's day 16 and yeah, we got some water. That's great. We got 4 bottles of water, that's more than we hoped for. We had to do this for the family, it had to be done. How about we talk about something else, soup perhaps?
How about that?
Everyone is doing fine and let's keep the supplies. It's hard to keep track of time down here, we can't tell if it's night or day, our sleeping patterns are all messed up. I figured that's bound to happen sooner or later. Ted is back. He is hungry and tired, and everyone else seems depressed. And crazy apparently. Okay, let's see what we got. Looks like he brought some water back with him. It says 5.5, but I'm not really sure what that means. I guess we'll see. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Exploring the wasteland should begin in our backyard. Our street was a good choice, plenty of well-stocked houses and a lot of neighbors we didn't like that could be robbed without hesitation. What? We found a refrigerator in the middle of our neighbor's lawn. Okay, so he brought back a can of soup, a can of water, and lost the gas mask, of course. Mary Jane went nuts and is really tired. Timmy's tired, Dolores is tired, and everyone is tired. But I guess the situation is a lot better now since we can give them food for, I don't know, like 5 days. Let's hold on to the expedition. We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake and it turned out to be a lie. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. That's pretty sad to be reading right now. I mean, I guess they're pretty depressed in this situation. Maybe moving away wasn't too bad. We can probably make new friends, meet new people, provided anyone is still alive, that is. And everyone is hungry and thirsty. Let's give Ted everything and water to the rest of them. Timmy got back to the shelter from his expedition and looked fine, but it turned out he had hurt his hand on a piece of rusty metal and the wound is infected. Uh-oh. It doesn't look like it's healing up, we have to patch it. But we lost the first aid kits, man. That's not good. He's gonna get sick now, right? This freaking bug. The best medicine for any sickness or injury is to clench your teeth and ignore it. That's what our grandpa said. Okay, I don't really care about this. Mary Jane is fine, Timmy is fine. Dolores is fine and Ted is kinda hungry. Okay, let's give him food. And still skip the expedition. One of the cupboards in our shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Yeah, this could be a bit risky, but I feel like we should do it. Let's use the flashlight. I feel like even if we lose it, it's not a big deal, so let's do it. While looking through the room with the flashlight, we ran into an old rifle that used to belong to Grandma Bill. Hell yeah, we find a rifle. That means we can start preparing the next expedition and maybe use it on some other things as well. Everyone seems to be doing fine, so let's skip the supplies. Skip the expedition for now as well. We decided to have some fun today and play a game or two. Okay, that's fine with me. We played Truth or Dare again. Okay, everyone is thirsty, it seems so. Let's give water to all of them since we have water right now. Today we were visited by a strange looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices were so low that it's practically like cutting his own throats. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. Okay, so he's offering some pretty good stuff, but we don't have the stuff he's looking for, so that's no good for us. We were sure we could find the location without a map. We were wrong. Hopefully we'll get lucky next time. Mary Jane is fine, Timmy is fine, Dolores is fine. Ted is not complaining, and that means we skip the supplies. Shall we go with the expedition? Nah, let's skip it today as well. Before the world turned into unforgiving dead wasteland, we were friends with almost everyone in our town, including the old man Jim, who would shamble through our streets often and always said hello. When we wanted to visit him once, he gave us an address that took us to a park. Old man Jim was such a joker. It appears that he survived the blast since he's at our door right now, asking if we want to buy a rock. We don't really want to buy a rock, but I feel like we're friends with this guy and we can trust him. Let's see what he wants. Let's see. We opened the door and greeted the old man with a smile. He was eager to show us his bag filled with a rich choice of rocks and convinced us to take one for free for good old time's sake. We agreed, carefully chose the best looking rock, and the man left. We can't complain, it's a good rock really. Also, he claimed it brings luck. We'll see about that. Okay, that's pretty cool. See, you can trust people sometimes. These people are pretty tired. I mean, I would be too. So let's give them water this time. I feel like we can spend some water since we have more of it. Skip the expedition. We never thought we'd live to see a dancing cockroach. Okay, there's nothing we can really do about that. Okay guys, that was it for this gameplay. I'm gonna have to cut this gameplay into 2 parts since I don't want the video to be too long, like 40 minutes. And I feel like it's much better to split it into 2 parts. So that's it for part 1. Make sure to check out part 2. I will link it somewhere on the screen. And I guess that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and also leave a comment if you want to. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video. Peace.
Wow, is it hot or what?